Hello, my friends. I'm Clover, and this is Genuinely Approachable Sudoku, and today we're solving What Are You Hiding by Philip Newman. This is a disjoint group Sudoku. That means we have normal Sudoku rules, so we're placing the digits 1 through 9, once each in each row, each column, and each outlined 3x3 region. And in addition to that, we have a disjoint groups rule, meaning that, for example, if 4 appears in the top right corner of a region here, it is not allowed to go in the top right corner of any other region. So, for example, 4 cannot go in this cell or this cell, even though normally that would be allowed by Sudoku rules. Or because there's a 2 in the top center cell of its region right here, 2 can't go in any other top center cells. Actually, all of them are ruled out just by normal Sudoku in this puzzle, but if you imagine that, for instance, this didn't have a 3 in it, it also could not be a 2 because there's already a 2 in the top center. So no digits can appear more than once in the same relative position in 2 different regions. So they can't appear in the middle twice, they can't appear in the bottom right twice, etc., etc. So, where I started with this puzzle, and I thought that this is kind of fun. So I started by placing this 1 and this 9 by normal Sudoku rules. And then I looked at these digits, and also the top center digits and the left center digits and the bottom center digits, because these are pretty well populated. A lot of the positions are filled in. So for example, here we already have 1, 2, 7, 8, and 9 as bottom center cells. So we can't have 1, 2, 7, 8, or 9 in any other bottom center cells in any of the other regions. Meaning that these 4 cells can only ever contain 3, 4, 5, and 6. Well, this one sees a 3, 4, and 5. So that's going to be a 6, which rules 6 out of these other cells. That can't be a 3 because it sees the 3. That can't be a 5 because it sees a 5, and this also can't be a 5 because it sees a 5, so that's going to be the 5. Now if we do something similar with the top center cells, we already have 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, so we need 4, 5, 6, and 7. So these are going to be 4, 5, 6, and 7. This already sees 5, 6, and 7, so that's a 4, ruling 4 out of these cells. This can't be 5 or 6, so that must be a 7. And that can't be a 5, that can't be a 7, this can't be a 7 because we've now used a 7 in the top center, so that's a 6, that's a 5, this 4 makes this a 3, and that 3 makes this a 4. So now we're moving. So if we look now at the center positions, these 3 center positions have to be 1, 6, and 8 just by normal Sudoku. This one sees a 6 and an 8 already, so that's going to be a 1. This one sees a 6 already, so that'll be an 8, and this will be our 6. These 3 have to be 2, 4, and 9. This one already sees a 2 and 4, so that is a 9. This one sees a 4, so that's a 2, and that one's going to be our 4. And then these guys are going to be 3, 5, and 7. Eliminate a 3 there and a 7 there. These 3 cells are also 3, 5, and 7, and because this one already sees a 3 and a 5, that is a naked 7. And because this one sees a 5 and a 7, that's a naked 3, making that a 5 and resolving these cells. These guys are going to be 3, 5, 6, and 8, and that can't be 3 or 6 because it sees those in its row. In fact, that is a hidden 5 in row 2, come to think of it, because 5 can't go in those cells. So that's going to be a 5 for sure. This cannot be an 8. And these 2 digits are going to be 8 and 9. Over here, these can't be 5s because there's 5 in the region, so the 5 in row 8 must go there. And these are going to be 1 and 2. So now these cells have to contain 1 and 3. And these cells have to contain 7 and 9. Now, if I look at this region, this has to have a 2, a 4, and a 7. This can't be the 2 because it sees a 2 by normal Sudoku. And I'm just scanning to see if there are any disjoint groups that I can use at this point. I don't see any immediately, so let's keep going with a little bit of normal Sudoku. So in this row, I can't put a 3 or a 6, or sorry, that's not going to be a 6. I have a 1 or 3, and a 3 or 8, and in general, the digits I still need are 1, 3, 7, and 8. So that can't be my 3, because there's a 3 in the region already. And that didn't give me as much as I expected to. So those are going to be from 1, 5, 7, and 8, and not 7. That can't be 5, so that's where I'm going to put my 5. Similarly, this is the only position for 5 in this bottom left region, and these are going to have to be 2, 3, and 9. That can't be a 3 because it sees a 3. These are going to be 3, 4, 6, and 7. That can't be 7 because the 7 appears in the row. That can't be 3 because the 3 appears in that row. 6 has already been used in the bottom left corner, so that is not allowed to be a 6. And 4 has already been used in the top right corner, so that can't be a 4. That can't be a 4 either because I have a 4 right there. These cells are going to contain 1, 2, 4, and 8. Those can't be 4s because of the 4 in the column. Those cannot contain a 1 because of the 1 in the row. These are going to be 2, 6, 8, and 9. Those can't have 6s. That can't have a 9 because of the 9 in the row. And now, where are we going to go from here? I seem to recall this this kind of falling apart a little quicker than this when I first solved it. I'm hoping I haven't had a terrible type. Okay, there we go. So there's a 9 there, so that can't be a 9. That must be an 8. And there's a 1 here, so this can't also be a 1. That must be a 2. And that will let us do a lot of work. I believe that's what I picked up on the first time I solved this. So by Sudoku, that's not going to be an 8, so that'll be a 1 with a 3 there. And the 7 makes this a 9, so we can eliminate 8 and 9 from there. That now has to be an 8. That can't be a 7, so that's a 2, 9, and 3, making this a 2. And that can't be a 1, so we have a 4, 8 pair. That's now a 2 and a 1, with 6 and a 2. And the rest seems to be resolving via classic Sudoku. And that is how you solve Philip Newman's What Are You Hiding? Hope you guys liked that one. The link to check it out yourself is in the description of this video, and I will see you again in a few days.